I was 17 when I learned that betrayal doesn't always come from your enemies. Sometimes it comes from the people you pray with. My life wasn't perfect, but to me it felt stable. I had been dating Elijah for a year and a half. He was kind funny, and he prayed with me before every meal. We went to youth group together, talked about going to the same Christian college. We even made a list of baby names once just for fun, and then there was Hannah, my best friend since ninth grade. We sat together. In every class, we prayed for each other's families. We shared verses over text almost every night. I was safe with them, I thought, until the afternoon I walked into the school library and saw their hands intertwined under the table. I froze at first. I thought I was imagining it. I stood behind the bookshelf watching, but the way they looked at each other, the smile on her lips, the way he gently moved her hair behind her ear, that wasn't friendship, that was mine, or at least what I thought was. Mine. I didn't cry right away. I walked home in silence, but when I closed my bedroom door, I collapsed. I screamed into my pillow, shaking, crying, angry, shattered. God, how could you let this happen? I stayed pure. I prayed. I obeyed you, and this is what I get. I opened my Bible out of habit, didn't even know where to turn, but somehow my eyes landed on this. Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:8 in it was the only thing that stopped me from deleting everything and disappearing the next day. At school was worse than I imagined. They didn't try to hide it anymore. Hannah sat in the seat next to him. My seat, she gave me a fake little wave, like I was the one being dramatic, like I hadn't been there for her through every storm. I wanted to scream, to tell everyone what kind of girl she really was. I knew secrets about her personal ones, the kind that could ruin reputations, and then this voice came quiet but steady: do not repay evil with evil, but overcome evil with good. Romans 12:21. It didn't feel fair, but it felt right. So I didn't speak, I didn't post, I didn't tell, I just walked away. That weekend I unfollowed them. I deleted our pictures, I cleaned my room, not just physically, but spiritually. I removed everything that reminded me of them. The necklace he gave me, the letters, the Bible verses she wrote in gel pen. I lit a candle and cried. But for the first time, those tears felt holy, like something was being washed off me, like the end of one version of me and the beginning of something new. I started focusing on things I had neglected. I began eating better, exercising, journaling my prayers, not to fix my body, but to honor it, because I realized I had spent so much time trying to be good enough for someone else that I forgot I was already deeply loved by someone far greater. I joined a worship group at a nearby church, and for the first time in a long time, I wasn't performing for attention. I was worshiping because he was worthy. Months passed. I started smiling again, not the fake smile I wore to survive school, but real joy. The kind only God gives when you surrender the pain instead of suppressing it. And then, like clockwork, Elijah came back. He texted, apologized, said he missed me, said she wasn't what he thought she was, but I wasn't the same girl anymore. I had boundaries, I had peace, and I had no interest in stepping back into the same fire God had pulled me from. I replied kindly, but I didn't go back, because God didn't just help me heal, he transformed me. You know, sometimes people think a glow up is just about getting prettier or dressing better. But for me, the real glow up happened in my spirit when I stopped seeking validation from people and started walking in my identity as God's daughter. I don't hate them, I've forgiven them. Not because they deserve it, but because I deserve peace, and forgiveness is freedom. Revenge is just another prison, so if you're in the middle of heartbreak, if someone took what you thought was yours, just remember, they can't take what God has. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted, you are not alone, and the story is for you. God sees your tears. He counts them, and he will use them to grow something beautiful. Comment, he healed me too. If you've come out stronger, or share your own story, you never know who it might help. Like and subscribe for more faith-filled stories of real people, real pain, and real healing through Jesus.